Good morning.
Good morning. You have to work?
Yeah. You have to go to school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're people
Yeah.
who have to do things.
Responsibilities?
It's horrible.
I know.
Anyways, morning.
Morning.
I found a nice quiet place to film. I'm inside of an elevator. Really crappy, tiny elevator. Well, here's the wall. There's the other door. It's just to get upstairs. It's for handicapped people, but no one has glasses up here anyways, so this is rarely used. I used it once with my friend last year because he was delivering mail and he has a little mail cart. And so we put it up here. It's such a boring day today. Just because all that the teachers are talking about is just like how to access the school system, like on the computers and, you know, different things that the school offers. And it's just, I mean, I guess it's important, but for me it isn't because I already know all of it because I've been here for a couple of years now. So it's just, I'm just kind of sitting around twiddling my thumbs just because they're not giving me any new information. So it's just like, yeah, no, I understand how to access the school's website. Yes, I know how to log in. And it's just every class that I'm having is like an hour long. So by the time that they explain all that stuff, the class is over. So we haven't done any of our actual studies yet. It's just explaining how the school works. But I only have one more class left. It's just an hour-long math class, which hopefully we can actually do work because we went over how the school works yesterday in that class. It's just I've heard the same speech like 5 times already, and I don't want to hear it again. Well, 5 times this year. I've heard the same speech so many times. So many times. But that's my fault for coming back here constantly as a first-year student. Hoping to get a job here. Hopefully in the mailroom, which is what my friend did last year. Because I walked around with him a bunch of times, and so I know like the route. And because I've been here so long, I know the school really well. So like delivering packages and letters to different rooms, it works for me because I know where all the rooms are. I know all the shortcuts. I know all that, so it'd be pretty cool. I probably shouldn't be in here. I don't care. It's awesome. I don't remember it being this bright last time I used it. I don't think these lights were here. Wait, how do I get out? Is this a handle? Okay, good. I was like, there's no handle. Any hoozles, 1 more hour left of class. Well, another half hour left on break, and then another hour of class, and then I get to go home. Hi. And Arthur. Oh, look, you can see your face. Hi, Arthur face. Because he doesn't stay still.
So he has an uneven face right now.
Arthur.
I'll fix it eventually.
Arthur, do you have an uneven face? Arthur, do you have a taste for flesh? So one thing about going back to school is taking the bus, which I don't mind because I'm used to it by now, but the problem is no one else is used to taking the bus, apparently. Because nobody follows the simple rules of taking the bus.
What's the simple rules of taking the bus, Sean?
Why, thank you for asking, Lydia. Move to the back of the bus. If there is a seat available, sit in that seat. It's just so much more convenient for everyone else, especially for the bus that I take, because it fills up really quickly and it goes really far. Now that's another thing for my bus. There's like there's 2 buses that go by this one stretch of road before my bus turns off and goes really far. Now, one of the buses comes like every 6 or 7 minutes. My bus comes like every half hour. But people get on my bus to go on a stop that's on that stretch that the other bus goes on, which is really unfortunate. Like, not for me, because I tend to weasel my way in so that I actually get on the bus, but for other people that, you know, can't get on the bus because it fills up, who have to go like really, really far to like go to work and stuff, don't get on the bus. Then there's these other people that could get on another bus that comes constantly, but they don't. And it's just really annoying. I just don't like it. Last year I was taking the paramedic program, and I ran into some of my classmates today, and apparently they had like a pop quiz, but the thing was, it was worth 15% of their grade. It was in, I believe, pathology, and it was last year's exam. So I was like, oh, you better have been studying a lot over the summer break. That's crazy. I ran into them. They were all in the pub. Not all of them, but I ran into a couple people in the pub, and they were just like, yep, that was fun. So I'm kind of glad I didn't have to go through that.
John. It's not playtime. You're not allowed to fall asleep on me again.
Sorry, just being back at school is really messing with my schedule, and I'm coming home and I'm just so tired. I don't know if that's just from like sitting around, or that's probably what it is, just because I'm just sitting around all day, just kind of listening to people talk, and it's just so repetitive right now. It'll get interesting next week, but just right now it's just so boring, and I just want to sleep.
What you complaining to, bud?
Really? I didn't say anything. So, I went home for a bit to let Lydia sleep, so I knew I wasn't going to bed right away, and I didn't want to eat up her internet. But now I'm heading back over there. Here's my creepy shortcut to Lydia's house, where the road just ends, then off into the darkness. Luckily, I brought a flashlight. This is probably a bad time to think about Slender. Okay. If you get grossed out easily, just like skip ahead 10 seconds, okay? Here's what used to be a rabbit. Look at that thing. That's awesome. It's been there for at least a month. It was a full rabbit when I first saw it. Pretty cool. Creepy. Alright guys. What was that? I hate doing this. I mean, I don't hate going over to Lydia's, I just... this shortcut's so creepy. Thank goodness for flashlights. Ow. Screw you, tree. I know this is your territory. Still. And into safety. Yeah, that little shortcut cuts the walk to Lydia's house in half. I mean, it's not a far walk. Like, generally it's like a 15-minute walk. But it cuts it down to like 6. So it's pretty awesome. Alright, I'm here. Time to go to sleep. Good night, Arthur. Yes, crawl your way to bed. Good night.